MAC Show 2025 in York, Pennsylvania. It's a Friday, September 19th, the day that's open to the public. And it's brimming as usual. Okay, we're here at the at the Helmut Weitzer table, and we look like, what the heck in the, whoa, it's magnificent. What is it?
It's a administrative police officer's cap.
Yes.
Private purchase from Errol.
Mm-hmm.
It's you see from the green lining.
The deluxe green interior.
Yep, and the gold foil label.
That's right. Look at the construction.
Yep. And
yes. The proper celluloid.
Yep.
Yep.
Sweat shields in good condition.
Magnificent.
Yep.
Holy cow.
All right.
I'm absolutely speechless at the condition. From Helmut Weitzer. From
good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah. At the MAC Show 2025.
Two-piece eagle.
And a two-piece eagle?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow. I won't ask the price, but I'm sure the price is right.
Yes.
Because check this out. We
good
have
stuff.
Nice
good stuff.
Steppenhager. World War I.
No, before 19.
Before?
What?
Yeah, it's approximately 1910.
1910.
The nice maker marked.
Yes.
By the DEWAG patent.
Okay.
So it means it's the Vulcan fiber, very, very
Vulcan fiber.
rare,
yes.
high quality, and spike helmet for officers.
That's
approximately
right.
1910.
Wow.
In stone mint condition.
Yep.
Oh, totally, totally.
So
wow.
This is a really nice piece.
Yes, and what collectors don't really appreciate is that they used to poo-poo on the Steppenhager because they say, "Oh, it's not leather."
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
They were beyond their time.
Much more expensive at this time because for the weight, it's much lighter.
Yes.
It is lighter.
It is lighter.
Which makes sense.
It's high quality.
So
not easy to get.
Yep.
Really nice. So
it is
congratulations for this
yes.
nice sketch.
Oh, thank
yes.
you. Thank you.
Thank
and
you.
Thank you. Thanks to Mr. Weitzer.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Yes, for the deals.
How are you? Doing good. Glad to get some more out of you. You're flying home tonight? Yeah.
Once again, the Marshall's baton. Top quality stuff.
Oh, wow. It's a miniature.
Gross Deutschland, First Lieutenant Panzer Tunic. Cup title and Sutherland script. Just magnificent.
Oh, not that uniform. That was like me when I was in Vietnam. Michael, this is pretty nice. Touch one of these or?
Yeah, they're Todd's. Todd, Ron.
Hi,
Ron, nice to meet you.
Same here. I love your photos.
You're little, right? They're off of Facebook page.
Oh, really? Amazing what you can find.
He got it from the family.
Oh, that's cool.
And ever since. Are you a collector of this, or are you just a dabble?
Okay, cool.
A dabble in the
Oh, cool. That's a nice party.
very
Michael, obviously,
He started talking to me. I couldn't understand a single word he said. I said, whiskey. You know, I kept saying, yeah, 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 yeah. And he goes, oh, das ist der Reinhardt. So that's the only part that I could catch. The rest of it, I thought he was fine. I said, listen, what did he say? And I started I don't even know what he said. It's such a heavy, real Bavarian accent.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so,
Sometimes
like the worst part.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have the distinct honor of meeting the co-authors, David Bunch and Daniel Fisher, who co-authored Africa Corps, Tropical Artifacts of the German Forces in World War II. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning. How are you?
Please tell us about your book.
Oh my goodness, this has been a labor of love for 30 years, Dan. We've known each
30
other,
years.
talking about this for, well, since the 90s, really. And so it's come to fruition that we could start working on putting out what we think is really a preeminent kind of reference book on really good German tropical militaria of all sorts. It starts with 1940 and 41, which was when the first German tropical equipment was produced, was designed and created for the Africa Corps. And then we move on from there to the other theaters of operation and other services. And we're currently working on volume 2. But volume 1 was published and out this time last year.
This time last year.
Yeah. And I think we're proud of it. I mean, both
Very
of
much
us
so.
put out books right around the same time, around 2002, 2003, that were Africa Corps militaria books.
Beautiful.
And 20 years later, we're putting out a collaborative effort here with the two of us.
It's beautiful. And please tell us about the book itself, the content, the quality.
Well, I'll let you kind of take the lead
Well,
on that.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so I tend to do more of the creation of the book and how it looks. David does a lot of the information and the text, and most of the items in there are his. But I have the vision to put together the work into print. It's the 26th book that I've published now, and really it's about having a vision of what collectors want to see. And I think because we are collectors and I'm a dealer as well, I know what it is that people want to see. So it's all about creating the photographs of the precise pieces of the item that people want to see. And of
Incredible.
course, they want to see large format pictures.
Oh, that's
they want
really
to see
good, yes.
detail. And you know, a lot of these items are extremely high value, and to own these items is completely unreachable for many people. So the next best thing is seeing the pictures as if they are actually holding the item in their hand. And sometimes they feel like they own a piece of this by having the book in this kind of quality. And also we're restricted also on how many pages we can do in the book. So we've had to split it into volumes, and that's how we came up with the plan of doing it by year date. It was a reason for us to make various volumes by keeping the size of the book down, otherwise it just becomes too big.
These are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous pictures. Magnificent close-ups. Wow. How long did it take to
I
create
think
this
we've
work
been
of
working
art?
on the book for about 2 years, maybe,
Yeah.
from start to finish. But as David said in the start of the video, we've been talking about this for about 20 years. You know, David did his book first. I then did a book around about 2013, maybe, and we've both learned so much since then. Our collections have developed so much, and so we talked together for a long time because we're very good friends. We talked for a long time about doing a collaboration together, And then when David said to me, yes, now is the time, I was immediately straight onto it and I wanted to get it underway. So I think 2 years is about how long it took from taking the first photograph to getting the book to be published.
Wow, 2 decades.
Yeah, we go back to the
planning.
90s. Yeah,
Yes.
he's a very good friend, and honestly,
Yes.
some of the most wonderful stuff in my collection, I give great thanks to Regimentals and Dan particularly, and Malcolm, for them giving me the honor of being a temporary guardian of what is now photographed for the books.
Oh, gorgeous photographs. Absolutely.
Photography is
No,
amazing.
this is superb.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And I think it's
absolutely.
pretty consistent with all of your books. The photography is exceptional.
Yeah, the quality of the pictures have got better over the years as we've, because we're not professional photographers. We're just military dealers, collectors, and learning how to develop these photographs properly has been a challenge. But yeah, we've just learned how to do it over the years.
But truth be told, after 26, 26 books, you definitely had enough practice. Look at this. Look
This
at
one's Dan, this one's from you, Dan.
Yeah.
That overseas cap.
exactly what collectors want to see. Real close-ups. Look at that. You can count the threads.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what collectors want to see.
Yes.
And it's a reference point for them. It's a book for them to look at in the future when they're looking to perhaps start collecting or adding to their collections.
Yes. And how much of it was a challenge to get the colors right?
Oh,
The colours right in which way? Would you mean?
Oh, like if I would compare that picture to the actual.
Oh no, that's
I
not too
know.
bad. I think
Not too bad,
again,
right?
because I'm editing the pictures myself, I know at what level to edit them to. Because if you have an inexperienced militaria person that doesn't know what colour or what shade of pink it should be, they will over edit the picture and it won't be true. But because you have militaria people creating the book, you can make it exactly as the item is.
Oh.
But obviously for me, being from the UK, working with camera equipment in the US, that was tricky at first because we were having to rent lighting and rent cameras. So technically at the beginning it was difficult, but we soon got into a rhythm. And every time I came over, we were renting the same equipment and it was just set it up and go.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow.
and in fact, we're continuing to work now on volume 2, and he's coming down to. We're working on photography Monday and Tuesday.
Each time there's a big show, I'll stay for a few days after and I'll work on the book. And we're already, volume 2 is due out in December. So we're finishing off the final touches of that. But for volume 3 already, we have 3/4 of it already photographed, ready to go. So the next volumes will come out quite rapidly.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
We are excited.
You know, how can,
it's a dream come true, really.
oh, listen. I mean, and then what a bargain for these dreams, right? How much is the book, and where can we get it?
The book is $90 in the US, or in the UK, it's just under £80.
A bargain.
In the UK, you can buy it direct from me, Military Mode Publishing. We've got our own website selling the books. In the US, you can buy the books from Advanced Guard Militaria in Missouri. They have them on their website.
Okay, just like what we see on the screen there. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. And Mr. Fisher, I understand that you are the proprietor of Regimental.
Yeah, so I am a third generation militaria dealer. My grandfather and my father started buying and selling militaria in the 1970s, late 1960s, and I'm just the third generation now, and my son is also interested, so he'll be fourth generation. And that's how my love of Africa Corps came about, because I grew up in a household seeing all these military items as a child, and then as soon as I saw an item from the Africa Corps, I knew straight away that was my passion. And I remember buying my very first Africa Corps item in the early 1990s, and my interest in Africa Corps just developed from them. But the hardest thing about being a militaria dealer is that you want to keep everything. And the reason I've passed on a lot of my great Africa Corps items to David is because I am essentially a dealer, and it's very difficult to collect and be a dealer at the same time. So I'm very fortunate that I still get to see many of the items that I've had in my collection every time I go to David.
Yes, and I know you're not going to try to toot your own horn, but you do have an impeccable reputation.
Thank you.
Amongst the collecting crowd.
Yeah, I think the trick to surviving for over 40 years in this industry is by being a fair and honest dealer, and always working with people, because naturally over 4 decades you're going to make mistakes with buying and selling militaria. But as long as you you know, you treat everyone with care, people will continue to come back to you. That's the
Yes,
important
yes.
thing.
Boy, that is telling.
Yeah.
4 decades.
Yep, 4 decades.
That's amazing. Could you please introduce us to your table?
Yeah, so when we
Oh,
come to
nice
these
show.
shows, we have a very small table
Yeah.
because we're limited on what we can keep here in the US.
Yes.
But we try to keep the quality and the value of the items quite high. You know, we know that things like badges and insignia are always good here at the show. The American market, they always want not good quality,
Yes.
good condition items. So it's just a balance of bringing the right things here or keeping the right things here. You know, we have over 3,000 items on our website, but of
my
course
God.
you can't bring that many items to a show.
This is just a tip of the iceberg,
Yeah,
so to
yeah,
speak.
yeah.
Yes. And tell us a little bit about the 26 books that you have published.
So the first book that I did was my first Africa Core book, and that started because I wanted to show off my collection. It was a very small picture-based book, and it just so happened that my brother-in-law owned a printing company. So I made a book for my own pleasure, and then my father said to me, you should publish that. So having printing in the family, I was able to publish it. And from then on, my friend and co-author, Oliver Locke, he suggested we do a book about the M43 cap, the field cap. So that was our second book. And at that point then, other collectors started coming to me and saying, would you do a book for me? And I've produced so many books now about all kinds of items. And the trick to the publishing is knowing the right people. Over the 40 years in this industry, I've met a lot of people with very nice collections. So it's a case of knowing the right people who are able to create good text, and then all I do now is I put it together.
Oh, they are high quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you that I've seen books that are edited or printed in China,
Yep.
and they are just horrendous.
All of our books are printed in the UK.
God
Yeah.
bless. English speaking.
Yes.
UK.
Yeah.
God save the king.
There we
And,
go.
well, couldn't save the queen, but that's okay. Wow, gentlemen, you two are icons of the hobby. Without you guys, where would the rest of us be? Thank you.
Thank
so
you very much.
Thank
We will
you.
reference all the links and information in our description. And thank you, gentlemen, for taking the time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There we go.
At the E-metals table.
That's in our family. And so I couldn't get in because they were closed. That's how much snow they had. They never had snow in all those years. And that's the ice house. My father, as a boy, would go in there in the summertime because across there's a pond. So in the winter they would cut the ice and put straw and ice in there, and it would last because they had to heat that ice. That's for the shop. So they had the ice cream and everything the beer had to be cold. So that's what they had with the ice cream. Yeah, it was nice.
Very convenient.
Yeah.
We're here at the table of CollectRussia.com with the proprietor, Professor Igor Mesiev.
Yeah.
All right, today I have spotted
professor.
this crazy looking helmet here. Igor, tell us, what the heck is that all about?
Oh, it's a very interesting piece. It came out around 1917, and with the intention to equip Russian army that was in dire need of helmets.
Okay.
They had to use French helmets, and they had real difficulty
Yes.
starting the manufacture of steel helmets in World War One. So by the time it was all done, Russia was out of the war, and the revolution had started. And it turned out that this helmet, instead of being used on the battlefields of World War One, was used by both sides in the Russian Civil War.
I see.
And this is a piece that was obviously used by the Reds,
Yeah.
maybe a little bit after the war, repurposed from the original Imperial model with the Red Star, because again, they didn't have means to manufacture their own. So they equipped some of the units with the steel helmets with the Red Star. What's unique about it is I see a lot of the Zollberg so-called helmet by the name of the original Finnish manufacturer. Finland, as you know, was a part of the Russian Empire. And there were a couple of manufacturers actually, not just that one, but and some of them were used by Finnish troops after the war, some were used by the Russians. This is one of the pieces that has a regional Red Star, because oftentimes I see a red star being added to just a regular Zollberg model.
Oh, yes, I see.
Like
Okay,
this.
that's the regular model.
This is a regular model, yeah.
Yes,
It's nothing
yes.
wrong with it. It's still a nice World War One, late World War One helmet.
Yes. And you say it's a Zollberg model.
Zollberg, yeah, that's what most people know it. The name.
Oh, it's complete chin strap and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But this one is unique because it has the original red star. Most of these red stars are fakes,
Okay.
especially ones that you can see this really shiny enamel,
Yeah. I see.
very fancy looking. That's not how they were in real life. This is
Yeah.
a rare opportunity to see an original one.
That's the real deal right there.
Deal. And the liner
Oh,
is original.
what? Look at that condition.
Yeah.
That is
Everything
amazing.
is in perfect shape.
With the chin strap.
Yep.
That's amazing. And how much is it?
2500.
Wow, that is a serious bargain. That is amazing. Now, how much is the regular Zollberg?
I mean, they're still up there price-wise. I can do this one for maybe 1700.
Okay. Wow, rare helmet. Absolutely rare. Beautiful. Now,
But
you
again,
have-
this one has original paint,
Yes.
not just the primer, but the paint. The
Oh,
coat of
yes,
paint is
yes.
original. This specific. kind of
Nothing.
pea
Nothing
green.
screwed with.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
No
just a
retrofitting.
really
Nothing.
nice piece.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And I see you have World War II Russian helmets also.
Oh yeah, we have quite a few. This model
Yeah.
36 repainted.
Okay.
The star is not original, but people ask it.
Oh, the star is not original.
No. And most of them that you see this really clear picture of the star and this really perfect paint.
Interesting.
You see how it's too dark for
Okay.
an original wartime issue.
Wow. Nice liner.
Yeah, it
Chin
is.
strap and
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah, it still has nice
And
line.
then we have the standard model.
And then we have model 39 and 40.
Mm-hmm.
This is a 39, and it's characterized by 3 rivets.
Okay.
By 3 rivets
Wow. Look at that
suspension
condition.
for the liner.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, this liner is not original Soviet liner. It's modeled actually after a very early model
Mm-hmm.
Soviet liner, but liners that they used during the war looked nothing like this.
Okay.
Most of them, they looked more or less either like this or like this one.
Okay.
This is the typical Soviet liner from World War II.
Okay, so this is a completely
so-
original World War II.
This one is completely original, but a later model. This is an
Later.
early model with the Czech liner. The reason it has a Czech liner is because Czechs improved on the original Soviet model and refitted all the surplus helmets they got from the Soviet Union after the end of the war. And you know, Czechoslovakia, much of it was occupied by the Soviets, and it remained in the Soviet sphere of influence and became a communist state eventually.
Okay. Still a legit piece that was
It's a legit piece.
upgraded
With, I
for-
believe, original
yeah.
paint,
Yeah, yeah.
a surplus from World War II, and
Yes.
an early model at that
Yes.
that was equipped with the liner, with the
Yes.
better quality liner by the Czechs and used in the National Army.
Very interesting.
You
Very
see,
interesting.
nice quality leather,
That's right.
nice everything.
Yeah.
It's, unfortunately, the chin strap is broken, but it's all there.
Yes.
It's certainly repairable. It's not overly dry.
Right.
So it's actually a nice piece in its own right.
Absolutely. Oh, 100% legitimate. Not
Yep.
something upgraded
Yep.
for
Yep.
collectors,
Yep.
so to
and
speak.
I can sell it at
Yeah.
a very reasonable price. It's just $250.
Oh, that's all. Wow. And now, what about the late model World War II?
This one is a beauty
Yeah.
because this one has everything that
Oh,
you would want.
love it. Love it.
And I wish I could show you a good picture of the stamp. There's a stamp here.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
barely
yeah,
see
very
it.
faint. I see.
Very,
yeah, very
faint. But
yeah,
I would
yeah.
say it's probably 41 or 42
that's not bad
issue,
timing.
or no later than 44.
Oh, that's
for
not
sure.
bad. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Wow.
has this standard iconic Soviet liner with
Oh,
everything
nice,
still
nice.
there.
Yeah. And how much would this piece sell for?
I would need to get $650 out of it.
Wow. What a deal.
And
Not
you
too
see
bad.
this star, whatever is left of it, I can
Okay.
actually believe that this may be an original.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, remnants of it.
Yep.
Yes. And what about the one in the middle?
Well, another early model,
Mm-hmm.
again replaced liner,
Czech liner.
Czech liner,
Okay.
and pretty much the same condition as the previous one you saw.
Okay. Yes. Yes. I see. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful.
And I also have this one here. See how the star is almost a shadow.
Yes. Yes.
And
We
it
can
was,
make it out a little bit.
And it was very crudely applied to begin with.
Yep.
So I believe it is original. Late model. One of the pads has been replaced. I actually asked in our neighborhood, there's a Korean, South Korean tailor or cobbler rather,
Okay.
who repairs shoes and stuff. So
Okay.
he did this.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Wow.
Again, a nice piece. I like this stuff.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yes. All right, folks. We can you can find these goodies at collectrussia.com.
Collectrussia.com.
So go check it out. Oh,
And
somebody
one
fell
just
over.
fell. But it's very intensive. There's a lot of. I really do like the smaller shells. So that or Allentown, I would suggest those.
I do have a question. So,
Let me finish the German biscuit.
I'll go out and have a cigarette. So I show
Yeah. Russian cigarette.
I mean, I had some.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Paul. Okay, I'll write you a check for the books if that's okay. Books. It's low profit item that I only sell at and then the icons of it. Of course, I wouldn't buy it in my fair mind. But she doesn't realize what should she do. I know. It's like so difficult. She wrote you an email accusing you? No. No, she isn't saying you stay. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. So after saying, maybe I'll take cash. Really? After I told 250 Koreans? How much is it? 252. Who do I make it?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the distinct honor of speaking to the proprietor of Milestone Auctions, the expert, John Vastine.
Hello, Jenna.
Hello, John.
How are you
doing?
today?
I'm
Good.
doing fine. Another Max show, right?
Another Max.
Yes. So
We've got
please.
what?
Yes.
30 of them under our belts together?
That's right. 3 decades.
Right.
Oh, it's a blessing. God's blessing.
Amen.
Yeah. So please tell us what we got today.
All right. October 11th, Milestone is having a premier auction. We've got 712 lots roughly, daggers, swords. The number one item that we've got is a Stummel,
Oh my God.
a German half-track, ground-up restoration. It's the only one in the United States, and it's completely restored.
No way.
Full running. You can take it out and do whatever you want to with it.
Nice.
We've got a Luftwaffe Honor Goblet to my left.
Yes. Anything special about this goblet?
I don't remember who, I wrote the description, but it's been too long ago. I can't tell you who.
Okay.
I remember he was a German Cross winner.
Yes, okay.
The unusual thing about that is you notice that it's got black enameled paint in the Iron Cross, which is not typical.
No, not typical at all. Yeah.
I showed that to several people, Helmut Weiss and Jason Burmeister, and they'd never seen it before.
Nice touch.
Very unique.
Nice touch.
In the case, we have a Civil War hunting knife by Collins. That's this piece right here.
That's right there, yeah.
We have a German Cross in silver, a German Cross in gold, both Mark 20.
Okay.
We have a Berdan sharpshooter medal right here on the original ribbon.
All right.
We have a Civil War South Carolina slave tag.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
It's an actual slave tag?
It's an actual slave tag.
Holy moly.
Over here we have a Bernie Zolov's image. It's nicely named to the reverse. with the inscription of who he is, and that's his Civil War campaign medal.
You mean that's his?
That's his personal medal.
Wow. Numbered?
Yes, numbered to the rim.
Wow.
We have a Knight's Cross of the War Merits Cross, a 12-year SS medal.
Oh boy.
Several really, really nice Austrian medals.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunately, I've already packed them up, or I should have showed you.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
This Franz Joseph order is in the box and is an 18-karat gold.
Yeah, yeah.
And also the Franz Joseph is also worn on their tuxedo. This is also in the box.
Beautiful.
Here is a Gerber Navy diving knife with the original scabbard, and a couple of Randall fighting knives.
Oh, that's scarce. Absolutely scarce.
Yes,
Wow.
and lastly, a named silver marked silver plate bowl that was given to a war criminal.
Now, what kind of war criminal we're talking about?
Again, I Googled the guy and got his dossier, but I don't quite really remember. You know, I wrote that thing up, 6 months ago.
I see Walter Buch. Yeah. Oh, Reichsleiter. Okay. Yep. The rascal.
Yep.
Absolute rascal.
Very much so.
Wow.
But again,
beautiful.
October 11th, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
And bidding online is possible, proxy bidding.
Yes, it's up right now. As a matter of fact, it's on Proxy Bid, Auction Zip, Live Auctioneers, our site, which is milestoneauctions.com.
Okay.
And invaluable.
Oh, fantastic. All right, John, always a pleasure seeing you.
As well, Jenda.
And keep up the good work, my man.
Thanks, brother.
Your reputation is continuing to precede you.
Thank you, pal.
Take care. Have a good.
You too.
Have a good show. Wow, that is some amazing, amazing old Victorian style embroidery. Oh, we're at the table of Kenneth Price, meaning that Price is right, as we can see. Wow, amazing. Hello, Mr. Price.
Hi.
Yes, how's Mac Show been for you?
It's been great so far.
Yes.
Setup was good.
Okay.
Today is the first public day.
Oh, yes.
Always
yes.
a good time.
You know, and we always love dealers like you. You're the real deal.
Thank you very much.
You're not like the fancy pants that we encountered. Yeah. Now, how long have you been collecting?
I've been collecting about 20 years. Dealer about 20.
Nice.
You say restore.
Oh, that was when Poland was free again.
Okay.
During World War II.
Restoration metal. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, no, they haven't fucking.
Yeah, I started getting into it when I was in high school. And I've been doing it basically full time since then.
Oh, no way.
Yep.
Interesting. Where are you from? What state?
Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay, then. Wow.
It's a bit of a hike from here.
Yeah, but this has been a full-time vocation for you.
Yes.
Yeah. God bless capitalism,
Yep.
as they say. Right. What were your first initial pieces that you started collecting?
I originally started collecting a lot of Soviet because it was cheap at the time.
Yes.
And then I got, especially when I was really young, I lived over in Europe for about 6 years on and off.
Okay.
And over in Europe, this stuff's everywhere.
Yes.
Lots of wars.
Antique shows.
Antique shows,
flea
antique
markets.
malls, flea markets.
Yep.
I started doing dedicated Militaria shows in Belgium.
Okay.
Which I still do twice a year.
Wow.
I also do shows over in England. I do shows in Spain. Or not Spain, sorry, Italy, Milan.
I see. You're an international man of mystery.
Yes, I try to be.
Yes. Now, what is the Mac Show here for you? The third, fifth?
I've been selling at the max probably 8 years now.
Wow, 8 years, going
maybe
strong.
9, not 100%. Definitely, for a long time at the old venue, and now it's the new venue.
Oh, yes.
So I've been doing the max for a while. Same thing with the Show of Shows.
Nice.
I also do most of the West Coast shows.
Okay. Do you also do the SOS?
Of course.
Okay, then. So we'll be seeing you in January.
Yep.
Okay.
You'll be seeing me then.
Very good. Thank you very much, sir.
You want to see a cool piece real quick?
Oh, yes. Well, yes. Let's see a cool piece.
Best piece I got back from England.
Whoa. Okay. Tell us about this.
This is what is known in the sword business as an oak shot type 10. That would be 10th century, very, very late Viking to very early medieval.
Okay.
So this would be also called like an arming sword. It's for one-handed use, to be also used with a round shield.
My God.
Probably river dug.
River Dug.
Yep.
Wow.
Literally a museum piece. It easily the oldest piece of militaria in the show.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Wow. That is amazing.
Yep.
And we can say for its age, it's very much intact.
Yes, the majority of the time when they find them, the blades are broken or it's missing a pommel, something like this. This one was very lucky.
Okay, now is this for sale?
It is.
Okay, now how can people reach you?
You can reach me on WhatsApp, also email. I can give you my information.
Sure, yeah. You can tell me your information. The email?
Yes, email KENNETH
okay,
.c.price at gmail.com.
Okay, that's simple enough. Just like what we see on the screen.
Yes.
Right there. Okay. Kenneth.c.price at gmail.com.
Yep.
Yep. Check them out, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Museum piece for sale right here.
Yep.
You're entertaining offers, I assume.
Of course.
Beautiful. Wow. Okay. Well, we almost missed that piece. Thank you again. And I'll shake your hand.
Thank you very
good.
much.
Thank you. And of course, is a loyal helper.
Andrew Bowman, the loyal helper.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sirs.
Thank you. Oh, did it? So put it out.
Wascally Wabbit.
Difference, I don't know, but
Here at the table of the Ruptured Duck, Bill and Patrick Shea, a longtime dealer, highly reputable, from the Northeast. Yeah, sorry for the glare, the overhead lights.
I was going to say, I've been a lot of that. Wow. I like what you did, all kind of stacked everything together. Boy, oh boy. There's some sake cups there, yep. Very, very nice. That's amazing. Somehow we're going to look at it. I don't know what's that. Okay.
I bought 2 pieces for the little one. Here's what I bought for you.
Okay.
The mother's cross. Both silver and bronze. Well, you have it. I wrote that one side. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, what is it?
Small. I have I'm not honest. I have not. Literally just got it. Yeah, like 30 minutes ago. You're not kidding.
Oh, beautiful collection of tubas.
Get it. If you could find a nice young girl, you could bring in here, and then it could take a picture with the girl.
Yes. Little tricks to the trade.
What's that?
Little tricks to the trade,
That's
right?
right.
Yep.
That enhances the sales.
For sure.
Like when my wife is younger.
Yeah.
Made the sales easier.
Oh, yes. Arisaka rifles. Holy moly, so many. Time Traveler Militaria. Another one of the good guys. All right, we're here at the MAX Show 2025, and check this jacket out. Wow, an A2 jacket from the 444th Bomb Group. Very heavy special. And here we have the proprietor, ready to deal. Hello, Charles.
Hello.
Yes.
How are you?
Good, good. Yeah, please tell us about your jacket.
Okay. First of all, this squadron is the 676th Squadron, part of the 440th Bomb Group.
Yes.
And they're also under the 20th Air Force.
Nice.
They flew B-29s. Okay? And the 20th Air Force dropped the nuclear weapons on Japan, by the way.
Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
That's correct.
In
1945. And these guys were doing firebombing in Tokyo, this and that.
Yes, firebomb Tokyo, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
And really, one interesting story about this, they were in China and even India, I believe. But what was so interesting is Curtis LeMay, General Curtis LeMay of the Air Force, wanted to bomb the Japanese into the Stone Age, okay, basically.
Right.
And he was pushing for all that B-29 aircraft from Tinian, the island of Tinian, to put them into the Stone Age. And this squadron and this bomb group prepared for a bombing raid on the main island of Japan. All the aircraft were fueled, armed with with bombs, everything ready, and they took off for a bombing raid. And while they were flying to their target, the bomb group commander in the lead plane here got a message through his headphone stating that the Japanese had thrown in the white flag or surrendered. And so obviously he was going to abort the mission, which he did, but they were en route to bomb Japan right as minutes before, after the surrender, he got word, and of course he wasn't going to bomb them after they threw in the towel, you know, and white flagged it. So the A2 jacket is really the Army Air Forces considered it a summer flying jacket, even though most of them are made out of horsehide. But it was a summer jacket. They had fleece line for high altitude, cold weather, and all that. And normally, the name of the airman is a name tag here.
Yes, above the
but
patch.
But due to the size of the large patch, which is massive, it was unzipped. The collar would hide the name tag.
Oh, I see.
Which prohibited it. I mean, look at how big that squadron patch is.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yes.
Right.
And look at normal ones compared.
Yes, that's right. The standard ones were smaller.
Look at that one.
Yep, that is right. Compared
That's
to the
the
size.
422nd Night Fighters. But see how much bigger they are in size. So
Yes, yes.
that prohibited them from using name tags. And so, but his name is in the book.
Okay.
And he went on several missions, and what happened was I went to a estate sale and purchased this jacket in New York, and along came with it was his book on the history of war.
Wow, from New York.
Combat, and he even drew on the maps in here. On some of them, it'd take me a while to get to them. He updated things and made corrections, but I'd have to find that, but that's neither here nor there.
Okay.
And these jackets are in high demand as far as collectors.
Definitely.
Now, a plain Jane A2 with no patches on it, like, it's not really wanted. Even Douglas MacArthur wore an A2 with his insignia and all of that. But here's the lapel insignia. On one side is a wing prop. And here we are with that silver brass.
Yeah, it kind of look like silver, right? Yep.
All right, that's first lieutenant.
Yeah. And all belong to the same man.
First lieutenant.
Yeah.
Okay. That was his rank. And of course, the biggest fear of flying over the Pacific, it's such a large body of water that if your plane is damaged, malfunctions,
right,
or shot up by anti-aircraft or Jap Zero, Mitsubishi Zeros, going down in the Pacific was so feared by the pilots,
right,
because as my father did, he was a fighter pilot in the Pacific, that the Pacific would swallow you up. And once it turned night, air sea rescue couldn't find you. You were gone, buried at sea, actually, because you couldn't drink seawater. You know, so.
Yes, yes. So your father fought in World War II?
Yeah, in the 39th Fighter Squadron. And a member of that squadron was Dick Bong, the American ace of aces, the highest ranking ace of World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam to this day.
Yes.
And he was in there too with that squadron. But my dad's fear was going down in the Pacific because, and these guys ran the same risk.
Right, right.
You know, and then you got sharks, etc., stingrays, whatever else is in the water eats people.
Of course, all the sacrifices the greatest generation made. Yeah.
In fact, my father flew in and around New Guinea, and some of the pilots were cannibalized. And I saw a picture once of a U.S. pilot being hauled off for the natives to eat him. But my father was not shot down there, but they were flying around knowing well that there were cannibals there.
I see.
And anyway, but we're talking about another fighter squadron. This is bombardment.
Yes.
And the way the system is, you have a bomber group and then bomber squadrons attached to the group.
Very nice.
And it would vary depending on the number of squadrons. Like the Flying Tigers was a fighter group, they only have 3 squadrons, okay? And so, but anyway, this 676 is probably the largest jacket patch known to me.
Okay.
In size.
Yeah, yeah. Handmade, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
maybe in China.
Ah, beautiful.
And people can research the history on them, and they were in the CBI theater.
Right.
China, Burma, India.
And for the price you're asking, it's quite incredible. What a deal!
Let's
wow.
see. How much is it?
1,700. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. So I hate to use the word bargain, but it's worth every dollar. Absolutely.
It's worth more than that.
Yeah, well, worth more than that. Absolutely.
But you know, I put it wholesale because I'm trying to sell it. I mean, it's, you know, so.
How long have you been collecting?
Well, I collect other things, but everything but dust.
Okay, everything but dust.
I may have a little. But, it's not too far off from retail.
No. Price is absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Yeah. In fact, we'll make a deal after the shooting of this.
Okay. Yes.
So there's the story of the jacket. We're talking the 20th Air Force, and the 20th Air Force dropped the nukes and perpetual bombardment of Japan because being on the island of Tinian, they could fly there, and then the P-51 Mustang with the drop tanks could escort them in and fighter escort. And the Japs had very few planes in there at that time. It was they were getting blown into the Stone Age. But actually, the reason why the Japanese surrendered, Hirohito had a council.
Yes.
And on that council, he would ask them to vote on moves and things like that. And after the second atomic bomb, they said, no, we're not surrendering.
That's
but
right.
When Stalin invaded Manchuria,
that's right. Yep.
He caught a large part of the Japanese army there. Plus, Russia was now at war with Japan. His council, Imperial Council, advised him to white flag it, surrender. And MacArthur, it wasn't an unconditional surrender because MacArthur let him live as a puppet. As a puppet. In other words, just like a puppet.
That's right. Yep.
And there you have it, my friend.
It's amazing. Yes. God bless the emperor that broke the tide on that vote to whether to end the war or not. Right?
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you very much, Charles. I appreciate
Very
it.
good.
Yes, let's shake your hand on a legend.
Yes, sir.
Yes, a curator, a caretaker of history. Thank you.
And it's spirits, wine, fine food.
I did buy some there was a small history out of Georgia, and they had all these And here we have a very uncommon, in terms of its completeness, Hero Star group. It doesn't have all the decorations that were issued to this fellow who received the star, but what's nice about it and what makes it sort of complete is that all three hero documents are here. And this is the standard, this is what you want to see. That there's the orders booklet, which is the main award document, which listed all the numbered decorations, not just the hero star, but there's also hero's ID. This is what they carried, what a hero would carry in his pocket, and that's why usually they're in very rough shape to prove that he has right for special privileges, and those were numerous. Getting anywhere ahead of line if there was a line, as was so frequently the case, getting transportation free of charge, and various other privileges. So this is something that they would carry every day. The hero's ID, or the so-called small certificate for the title of hero, and also the large certificate. So all the components of the hero award, and of course Order of Lenin. Every hero star was accompanied by the Order of Lenin, which was technically the highest Soviet decoration. So here we have Order of Lenin, not in the best shape, of course, but it's just wonderful that they stayed together. And you can see that the serial number is fairly low.
Yeah, properly numbered.
Yep.
Yeah, beautiful.
Of course, it's in all the records that we have very complete records in books that have been published. So with the hero star, it's never a question. See how so it's never a question about hero star whether it belongs to this guy or that guy. There is a list, very definitive, very complete.
That's right.
With all the serial numbers and names.
Wow.
And by the way, they also list the orders of Lenin. So even if I didn't have the orders booklet, I would know that this is to the same individual just by using that book. I wouldn't even need to research anything through the archives. But on top of that, of course, we have orders booklet, which shows every wartime or early post-war decoration. You see that it was issued, the booklet itself was issued in, April, I think? If I can see the date. Yeah, in April of 1946, as most of them were, right after the war. And it showed all decorations that were issued, meaning handed to the recipients physically, to the recipient as of that time. And he also got Order of Patriotic War First Class later. But the hero star, as you can see, and the Order of Lenin are there. There's a stamp here that says, beautiful. Given the title of Hero of the Soviet Union, serial number of the hero star, and serial number of the Order of Lenin.
Wow. So tell us about the hero himself.
This is the most interesting part.
Yes.
And like many others, he was awarded technically for crossing the Dnieper. And the river crossing operations were frequently rewarded with decorations, especially late in the war. Dnieper was a special case. The Dnieper was turned into an almost impregnable line of defense by the Germans. They didn't quite have enough time to fortify because they didn't realize how quickly they would have to retreat after the Battle of Kursk to the safety of western bank of the Dnieper. But nevertheless, it's a very formidable obstacle because it's the largest river by far in the western part of the Soviet Union. And not only that, its western bank is much higher than the eastern bank. So Germans had easy time crossing the Dnieper when they invaded in 1941, because the western bank is the high bank of the river. Almost entire length of the river, especially where it mattered in the area from Kiev and south, further south, it's very wide, and you have to storm those cliffs on the western bank. So Stalin, realizing what a significant obstacle it could be, ordered or promised a hero star to any soldier who shows extraordinary heroism in crossing the Dnieper. And he kept his word, and those people who are lucky enough to survive after being in the in the initial assault groups, and were able to capture a small bridgehead, were rewarded with the Hero Star. Well, the result of that is that heroes for the crossing of the Dnieper are among the most common of all the hero awards. In fact, probably the most common. Something like 2,000 to 2,500 Hero Stars were given just for that.
Wow.
Titles of hero. The only other comparable group of recipients are aviators. They were often awarded for just flying a significant number of missions, and that depended on the branch. Fighter pilots were 1 meter, ground attack pilots different, and long range bombers different again. But again, it's a large group of awards for just that, and Dnieper is one of them. So it would actually be a minus in view of most collectors as far as the rarity of this piece, because it's Dnieper. But as I said in the beginning, it's a very special case because this guy was a veritable Rambo. He
was a Rambo.
He killed hundreds of German soldiers.
Wow.
With his machine gun by storming enemy trenches.
Oh,
time after time after time. It wasn't just in the Battle of the Dnieper Line. It was also, he did it previously, and he did it afterwards. So it's a combination of incredible feats of heroism on a very large number of occasions. If you read his commendation, you realize this is not exaggeration, because he was recommended for awards prior, and he received Medal for Valor and a couple of other decorations, and they were very factual in the description of what he did. It would be maybe killed 10 Germans in close combat, captured 8 prisoners. It was very, very specific in detail.
Wow.
And when it gets to his final recommendation for the title of hero, it's just absolutely mind-blowing. And if you have time, I can read it to you.
Sure,
but it's absolutely amazing. So his name was Statsenko. And it says in the commendation that during the crossing of a water, the way they called it was water barrier, he showed exceptional heroism. Moving across the ice under extremely intense solid fire wall of the enemy. He was the first to reach the opposite bank of the river and immediately stormed the embankment and what looks like a river dam, where he was met by the veritable hurricane of enemy fire. And there was at least one heavy machine gun pointed directly at him. He nevertheless was able to camouflage himself well enough to install his own machine gun and went into this one-on-one with enemy weapon emplacement at close range.
That's incredible.
So imagine that.
Incredible.
So it was a duel with an enemy heavy machine gun.
Machine gun duel.
Machine gun duel. And by that time, the Germans launched on top of that a counterattack. Up to a company of enemy soldiers stormed his, single machine gun. Nevertheless, he was able to kill up to 90 enemy soldiers in the single engagement, and wouldn't allow the Germans to come close enough. So they started tossing hand grenades, lobbing hand grenades at him. And he was wounded in his right arm with the shrapnel, with the fragments. Nevertheless, he overcame the pain and, showing a steely resolve, continued to fire. And not only did that, but also grabbed one of the hand grenades that hadn't exploded yet, and with incredible precision tossed it at the enemy with his left hand, destroying the crew of the enemy machine gun.
Holy crap, 90 bodies.
90 bodies, and using the enemy hand grenade that was just tossed at him to destroy the machine gun that he was dueling with.
Wow.
All of it completely alone.
Unbelievable.
Isolated on this dam, after crossing the river under a curtain of fire.
Incredible. While injured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While injured.
Yep, yep.
So this is February 1945, and he's recommended for title of Hero of the Soviet Union. But by then, if you read his earlier commendations, he was also in the crossing of the Dnieper. So it's a river crossing later on, but he was definitely very distinguished in many ways in fighting for the Dnieper and liberation of Ukraine.
Yeah.
Like in one episode, I mentioned that he killed hundreds of enemy soldiers. On June 25, 1944, when enemy went into counterattack, supported by tanks, Comrade Statsenko took an advantageous position, personally manned a machine gun, and not only repelled the counterattack, but also inflicted massive losses on the enemy and turned them into flight. In this skirmish alone, Statsenko destroyed 250 German soldiers. 250 on one day, on one occasion.
On top of the 90.
On top of that, well, before he killed that 90, and so he had a long history. And one of the episodes when he really showed exceptional heroism was the crossing of the Dnieper.
Yeah.
And it says in the story about him that while repelling ferocious enemy counterattacks on the bridgehead, his valor and his effectiveness played a significant role in the success of crossing the Dnieper in that area.
That's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
When the offensive operations continued near the village of Teterina, when our infantry was surrounded by the enemy, completely surrounded, Comrade Statsenko moved forward with his machine gun, punched through the enemy ring, and was able to let other infantrymen to destroy over 400 enemy soldiers and officers.
Incredible.
In this
Incredible. Incredible. Wow. And how much is this grouping?
The grouping is $28,000.
$28,000.
Right. And that's due to, first of all, its completeness as far as the hero group goes. Also, you will notice that the serial number of the Hero Star is an 8,000 range, and that happens to be a fairly uncommon range for whatever reason.
And why is that?
I have no explanation, but most likely they just didn't utilize the entire range.
Oh, okay.
So some serial numbers were never used for one reason or another. Incredible. It could be because their words, some of their words actually didn't pass the quality control, and but for one reason or the other, I just don't find them typically in 8,000 serial number.
I see. Skipped over. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
And this one is 8,800, I think, or somewhere.
Amazing. You know, for the price, it's like less than $100 per body. Wow.
If you count it this way.
but it's not just the 250 and the 90. It's more than that.
Yeah. It's a very long story that, of course, I'll be very happy to.
Right. No, if you had to describe all the all his acts, we'd be here all day. It's like,
but there are cases I read about him a little more, and there were cases when he stormed into an enemy trench and literally killed everybody there and captured the rest, wounded the rest, and captured prisoners.
It's safe to say his body count was maybe possibly, well, at least 400.
At least I would say all alone, all taken into account, hundreds.
Hundreds. I mean, like,
so absolute number.
That is incredible. That is incredible. And he survived the war, of course.
He survived the war.
Yeah.
At the end of the war, he was 22 years of age.
22?
22. He was born in 1923.
Yeah.
And joined the military in September of 41. So he was there from almost the beginning.
Oh.
Was on the front line since November of 42.
That's the man right there. Wow. Igor, very impressive. Very impressive.
No,
Would you say that this ranks amongst the top pieces that you come across in terms of the Hero Star?
I would say so, because of the completeness and unusual details of the feat over such a long period. That over and over again and somehow survived.
Yeah, truly a Soviet Rambo.
Yep.
Wow.
Absolutely. Yeah. And very lucky at that. Very few people
a lucky Rambo.
Did even 1/10 of that and survived.
Yes, of course. 1/100th of that. Some people just got whacked right out of the gate. Oh my God. Wow, thank you very much, Igor.
You're absolutely welcome.
Very impressive.
My pleasure.
We're just scratching the surface.